I guess the biggest thing to talk about this week was the title the title change was a title change. So for anybody
I
that
think
don't, go ahead.
I think I text you right after this happened, bro. Because like I was livid. I was livid, bro. For you guys that don't know, all right, it was Night of Champions, right? The Saudi giant.
Mhm.
Night of Champions, right? You know, Sammy took home the gold. Exactly 9 days later, they took this belt off this man and gave it. First of all, what's the reason? Because they gave it to CM
Okay,
Punk.
so
What's the
here's what happened. So Sammy won the joint last week for SmackDown. I guess they was like, we're gonna have a number one contender match. So Jey Uso Cody had a number one contender match. I knew that he was in trouble because it was like the winner faced him Monday Night on Raw. I was like, oh, it's over. It's over. It's over. I had the same feeling I had when Kofi Kingston had to take on Brock Lesnar on the first SmackDown. It's a wrap. Brock didn't come there to lose. You feel me? So when Cody won, I was like, oh shit. But then on Raw, Cody gets taken out by Gunther. And then I'm like, okay, we might be safe till SummerSlam. He might not get his title shot, come back and build for SummerSlam. Nah, because it was like you're still going to defend it. And there was like Raw's in Chicago, and you know me, I was recording the Monday Night Raw review. I'm like, Chicago, you say?
the moment
I wonder who that could be.
the moment Cody got taken out, and I was just like in my head, I'm like, okay, they might give the title shot to Gunther, or they might just suspend the title shot altogether for Monday night. And then it was I think it was a match going on, and they was just like, yeah, we're live in Chicago. And in my head, I said,
Mhm.
CM
This nigga CM Punk came there in his gear.
pulled
That
ear.
nigga showed up to the building in his gear. They lift that little gate. That motherfucker was in wrestling gear. Jog gear? What the fuck is going on?
He was fucking ready. He's just like, I already fucking knew it. I was just like, the moment I seen CM Punk, I said, yeah, Sammy's gonna lose. And I'm like, first of all, I just feel like one, why do we keep giving Cody a title shot? Like, let's be honest. Why are we continuously giving Cody a title shot?
Y'all got to take that on the chin.
Like, get some hate for this. I might get some hate from a lot of people from this. I don't like Cody Road matches. I don't like Cody Road matches. It's the same 6 fucking moves and a crossroad out of and gets a pin and win. Like if we're gonna be real honest, his matches are not that good. He's not giving out no 5-star matches.
I gotta
I'm
say,
like
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
anytime face like Roman or Seth or a big name superstar like that, like Roman himself carried those matches. Like it was never oh Cody Rhodes can do this, Cody Rhodes can do that. It was never that. It's Roman carried that bloodlines rules match along with the rest of the bloodline. Cody Rhodes, I mean not Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns carried that match the year that at WrestleMania when Cody was in it. Like Cody is not. I'm grateful that he's become champion. Don't get me wrong, but it's like his matches are not 5-star matches. I don't feel like he should be
So
continuously on title match. My thing is with the Stone Cold trilogy is that like when Stone Cold became Stone Cold, motherfuckers wasn't going to Stone Cold and be like, oh, we want to like. Don't get me wrong, Stone Cold can put out a fat match. I mean, look at the Bret Hart when he tap out. Look
yeah,
at
yeah, yeah. No,
The tag,
so after Stone Cold got hurt, and that's what it was with him. But before
yeah,
that, prior to that, he could wrestle his ass off. But the
yeah.
problem
Once that,
was by the time he was the man, he wasn't. He was just punching you, elbowing you, and he was getting up out of there. But he would say, like, I think there was a match him and Kurt Angle at SummerSlam '01 where he was like pitted on the show, like so he could, and then The Rock at WrestleMania, all those matches, like he could, but just on a random Monday Night Raw, he wasn't giving you all that. Like he's beat up. But
he
Hogan, Goldberg, like all the top guys, their job wasn't really to put on like great matches. Their job was to be the characters. But Cody is built to like they sold Cody to me like he's the best wrestler. You feel me? So I'm expecting like fantastic wrestling matches, and they're just like cool. But I'll say all the top guys are just going to get title matches. That's just what it is. And they'll start getting lazy and won't even explain that shit. Like I remember Stone Cold lost the championship one night. What happened? It's over? Damn. My bad. We recorded this during the McGregor Holloway fight, and it looked like McGregor just took an L. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, what happened? Look, the bell just rang, bro.
Yeah, he just came out to Biggie and shit, right? Anyway, I'll look it up later. But what I was saying was, I seen, yeah, he won. But I was saying McGregor. I was saying Stone Cold lost the championship to Kane one night, and the next night on Raw, this nigga won it back. And he was injured, like he was legit injured. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, he tore something. He hurt himself.
He probably tore his ACL. He probably just tore his ACL.
Damn. Hey, that's that shit. That's that I'm getting old shit.
No, for sure. Well, yep. His knee. Ooh.
Yeah, it probably tore his MCL. Come on, ref, get in there. You gonna let me get hit?
Yeah, he can't even put pressure on it.
Damn. It's over, my boy. That's horrible, bro. That's horrible.
Yeah, he can't even.
That's horrible.
Dang. Oh.
Anyway, top guys. Where were we?
Yeah.
We'll start over. 17 WWE Championship to CM Punk in Chicago. A surprise that wasn't really that much of a surprise. Sammy, I think the biggest thing here was Sammy held the championship for 9 days. Everybody's pissed off about it and shit. So, and that's why, because he only held the title for 9 days.
But did you see that he put out on what it was, X? Right. That was a good promo. Like I can be back in the next couple months.
That's what leads me to my next point. My next point was I think this always was the plan, right? From the time Sammy won the championship till the time he lost it, they were playing it like he's not supposed to be champion, right? Like he wasn't acting like a WWE champion, right? He was just acting like a guy that was happy to have been there. He was like, I believe in myself and I'm glad that I won it and you guys didn't believe in me, blah, blah, blah. But he wasn't like holding himself like I'll defend this against anybody, anytime, anywhere. Like look at CM Punk's promo from Friday. And look at Sami Zayn's promos from the time he won it. He wasn't like carrying himself like a champion, right? So it felt a little bit like Edge to me, where it was just like when Edge, it was more when he cashed in. Let's see if this guy's champion material. With Sammy, I think it was a catalyst from for his character turn. I think they wanted this reaction with Sammy.
Outside of that, I also feel like it was a business move. I feel like that putting the title on Sammy was good for business at the time, being that the pay-per-view was in Saudi. Sammy is Middle Eastern. He's also Canadian. I feel like it was more so of a business thing, especially being that WrestleMania next year is in Saudi Arabia as well. So, from a business standpoint, it was the correct move to put it on Sammy. Um, put the title on Sammy, sell more fucking tickets to Saudi. It's a win-win. Then you can go a week and a half later and pull the belt off Sammy, no issue. Let him carry it for the week and then fucking pull it off. However, I do feel like that it was Sammy was more so of a transitional champion, and you could tell. I don't think the game plan was to ever have CM Punk beat Cody Rhodes for the title. I don't think that. I feel like they've always wanted to where either you can have a Cody Rhodes and a CM Punk fight, and Cody doesn't lose. Like I feel for some reason I just feel like Cody Rhodes is the golden boy of the WWE. He's the '06 John Cena.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
He-
So where do you
He's
think where do you think the story goes from here?
um because right now what is it? It's the CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam.
Yep, we got that on
And
Friday night.
Sami Zayn ain't get a rematch yet. I feel like some interference may come on, but also I feel like SummerSlam is what, a month and some change away.
We're
I
looking at it's August 1st and 2nd. So we're looking at 3 weeks now, 2 weeks
yeah,
now.
we're a couple of weeks away.
Mhm.
I feel like it's SummerSlam is so close now, and that title match is so fresh that now you can have it to where Sammy can interfere in that match. You can have it to where
So
Gunther match.
so
You can
coming out of SummerSlam, who do you think is more likely to be the number one contender? You think Gunther or you think Sammy?
well, so and I'm gonna say Sammy, and the reason I'm saying this is because what happened Friday.
Yeah,
I, I'm gonna jump the gun here because I know I know we got talking points and shit, but I'm gonna
yeah,
jump the
for
gun.
sure. Yep.
Do we actually have it on here? No, talk about it. Um, you obviously seen what happened with Gunther and Nick Aldis.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's going to be a match at SummerSlam. Uh, Aldis. People forget. People forget Nick Aldis can fucking go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people saw him in TNA or when he was in what NWA when he
Yep.
held over
When he was the
3
champion,
years,
yep.
for like 3 years straight. Like on some, he was pulling Roman Reigns numbers before Roman Reigns was pulling those numbers.
Yep.
Like I don't think people under like he can fucking wrestle. And like they put I felt for a long time like him being in this general manager role. Um it was always going to be a thing of who's going to pull him back out as a wrestler.
Yeah, I just thought he was injured.
No, for sure. I like that was like he was kind of like semi-retired at that point, and that's when WWE signed him.
Then he
Um,
got the itch.
you're right. But for sure, Sami Zayn's gonna come out as the number one contender. Um, and you're gonna have Gunther and Otis at SummerSlam.
Nope. So where do you think that leaves Sammy for at SummerSlam?
Sammy's not gonna have a match at SummerSlam.
But I want to go on vacation, my boy Cancun.
I'm that boy's in Cancun. He's not having a match at SummerSlam. I'm gonna be completely honest, and the reason why, like the card is not like honestly, it's really not a SummerSlam card right now. matches.
they're struggling. I heard they're struggling with ticket sales too for it because
Well, when you're
it's
making every
expensive
pay-per-view 2 nights, like it's fucking idiotic. Why does
and
some
it's too expensive, bro.
I
Like, god
understand why
damn.
I truly understand why WrestleMania is 2 nights, like because you're trying to get everybody on the fucking WrestleMania card. SummerSlam doesn't give me
Even
a 3 hour.
if you could make it 2 nights, that's okay. But you feel me? When the tickets are like $500-$600, and then like a nigga like me, right? I would go. I wanted to, like me and the wife was planning to go, but
Yeah.
you got to, bro. Like I gotta get a babysitter. Then I gotta put the dog in like a doggy daycare for those nights. Then I gotta get plane tickets to Minneapolis. Right, I live in Vegas, and then and then on top of that, I gotta buy the tickets. Like, god damn, bro. Like, fuck it. I'll just watch. I'll just
Yeah,
get
it's
$6 a month to watch the joint on ESPN before I do all that.
it's definitely cheaper to watch. It's definitely cheaper to watch. And like, but my thing is again, like, what are we making? Are we making this 2 nights because we need this time so that every match can be 10, 15 minutes plus? Or are we giving me what you did at WrestleMania where you gave me 15 minutes of matches, an hour and 45 minutes of ads?
Yeah, you got to put how much money can these motherfuckers make, bro? You already charged me for the tickets, and now you charge me for the tickets. I got to sit outside all day in the sun, and the people that don't live in Vegas have to pay for hotels and shit. And then you get 15-minute of matches, 30 minutes apart because you got to sit through 45 minutes of ads and shit. Like, fuck that, bro. Like,
Yeah, like WrestleMania, like don't get me wrong, WrestleMania's ass this year, and it's strictly because I can watch 2 minutes of a match, and then you're gonna show me 30 minutes of a fucking ad.
I don't even fuck with Slim Jim like that.
Like, dog.
I mean, if they want to sponsor this podcast, I love me some Slim Jim, boy. That sure is good, boss. Slim Jim sure is good, boss.
But like, don't give me a 2 night pay, and you're gonna give me only 15 minutes worth of matches and an hour and 45 of ads. Like, if you're gonna do that, just give me the one day of this pay-per-view, make it a 3 hour pay-per-view. What's the issue? Why do we have so many ads? When Vince was running the show, I saw maybe 3 ads at WrestleMania.
They got to get that money, bro. And they're telling the wrestlers they need to take pay cuts and shit.
And that's why they just lost the New Day for shit like that. That's why they just lost Shane.
And you sure could have used them. But while we're on tag teams, let's transition. While we're on tag teams, on Monday night, this shit hurts, bro. On Monday night, we had the Street Profits taking on the Division, Braun Breaker and Austin Theory. Maxine Dupree finally completes her heel turn. She gets in the ring. She low blows Dawkins, I think, right? And 1, 2, 3, we got new tag team champions division. The Street Profits held it for a little bit longer than Sammy did. The Street Profits held it for 2 weeks.
They held it for 5 days.
What you think about that?
Dog. That was my fucking 13th reason. That was my 13th reason. 13th reason.
Devil's advocate. I saw one of the homies online that I follow. I forgot his name. I'm sorry. I wish I could credit him with this. But he was saying that maybe it's because both Dawkins and Ford are about to have babies, so maybe they're about to go on leave and they need to get the championships off of them.
That's true, because when you win championships, you get a pay raise for being a champion at the moment, running for 2 weeks, and that's a hefty check. But my thing is like, cool, yeah, do that, but you also could have just waited until
Yeah, I would have preferred to see an injury angle. You just take them out, you know what I'm saying, and then let them post videos online about them working out and rehabbing and getting stronger. And then when they're ready, you know, after their girls have the babies and shit, and they're ready, they come back and they take the championship. Where do I feel like I'm not the motherfucker that be like the company owes me anything, but
No.
seeing how they did the crime time back in the day and seeing how they did the Street Profits now, like we did get the New Day on a crazy run, but let's the New Day wasn't like a they weren't like an urban gimmick like that, you know, like they was niggas for sure, but they was like you know wearing unicorns and shit like that, like they was different, you know what I'm saying? Like we never had that the gimmick where it's like where the niggas is wearing Timbs and they're, you know what I'm saying? They're like
Exactly.
drinking little cups and doing nigga shit, and then they get a long run with the tag team championships. And it's fucked up because we're not even asking for like the WWE championship, you know, we're not asking for like the US championship. We're just like, can we get the tag team? Can we get a prolonged run? Like we want the championships. You're not going to do shit with anyway. Who's the division's next challenger for the belts?
Nothing. Nobody.
Yeah, exactly. That just going to hold that shit forever and be a part of every fucking thing else. So why not let us, you know what I'm saying, have a 6-month reign?
Right. Like
Why not defend that shit on pay-per-view or the PLEs for, you know what I'm saying, 3-4 times? You know what I'm saying? Why not give them those SummerSlam moments and shit and those WrestleMania moments? Like somebody got to fill that slot anyway. Like both belts, even on SmackDown, you got Priest and R-Truth, bro. Like all these makeshift ass tag teams.
Like my thing is if you're gonna have a match and your game plan was to make the Vision lose the title, it should be no reason why 2 weeks later they have the title.
Yeah.
It did nothing for the Vision.
No.
It only made WWE look worse than what it is because
they already battling those allegations.
Two titles within the last 14 days that y'all done changed hands and then gave it back to somebody else.
It looks like Hogan's booking this shit, bro.
No, like
yeah, brother, we're gonna have the black.
Anytime Montez Ford and anytime Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins ever held those titles, right? Anytime they fucking held those titles,
shit.
whether it was Raw, whether it was NXT, they took them titles to heights that were not attainable by the regular performer. Like, of course, the New Day can attain that. Of course, the Usos can attain that. But when you look at the tag division, right? Mm-hmm. Outside of like the new, well, not even the New Day because they're not even here anymore. You can't even use the Usos really because Jay on a solo
That's
tour.
what I'm saying, bro.
So
on both shows right now.
That's really the motive. Angelo and Garza's in AAA. Your other tag team champion is Damian Priest and fucking R-Truth, who hasn't defended those titles in how long?
Bro, but you want look at the entire division on both shows. Look at the entire division and tell me a better tag team than the Street Profits.
Let me look it up real quick though. Who is in the tag team division at the moment, right?
Is the Motor City Machine Gun still there?
No, they got released like a couple months.
That's what I'm saying. So, goddamn, you might as well just combine the titles and put them back on the Usos at this point, nigga. Like, what the fuck?
Literally.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
So these are the as of July 10th, 2026, right? This is the tag team division. The Vision, the Usos. Is the Creed brothers still signed?
I haven't seen them.
Exactly. I haven't seen them. The War. That's
Yep.
3, right? Can't even use the Judgment Day. You got Damian Priest and R-Truth, Fraxium, Los Garza, the Prophets. That's literally your tag team division between 2 shows. 7 fucking teams between 2 shows.
That's crazy, bro. And then here's my question too. So assuming that it is just as simple as both of them is about to have babies and they're not going to be here, they can't get the Rhea Ripley treatment. It's not like they're doing shit on those shows anyway with the belts anyway.
How often do y'all fucking put the titles up for grabs?
You know, apparently every fucking week when it's the Street Profits, once a week. Apparently once a week. But when Braun Breaker and them have it, they're in single feuds.
No, for sure.
They
Braun
got-
Breaker he's still in the feud with Seth Rollins. So I'm not even understanding why he even has a tag title.
because Logan got hurt.
Fuck that.
Moving on, how do you feel about LA Knight getting involved in the World Championship picture? So Raw, Seth Rollins came out. Let me run on this for a minute too, because I hate this, bro. I have a thing where like Roman is my guy, right? When all these motherfuckers was booing him and all this shit, bro, I was like, nah. Like the company's right. That he's that guy, bro. He's that good, right? Like, and they were proven right. They had to turn him heel, but they was proven right. But then they tried to put all these other fucking wrestlers against him. And it never works for me personally. Like when Cody was going against him, everybody cheered Cody, but I was like, Cody's coming off like a bitch, bro. He's coming off like when The Rock was like, "Oh, I'm going to challenge Roman Reigns," and Cody walked off with his head down and pounding and shit. And I'm like, pick your head up and stop being a little punk ass bitch, bro. What the fuck? What's going on, right? And they're doing the same thing to me with Seth. Seth comes out. He cuts a promo about how he was jealous of Roman Reigns, basically because Roman was geared to be the next guy in the Shield, and Seth was like, "This is my dream," whatever. So he was envious of him. So that's why he turned on him and joined Triple H now. But I'm like, bro, either you're gonna tell the truth, either it's gonna be real life or it's gonna be storyline. You can't mix the both because your character's been a bitch for like the last 10 years in wrestling. You feel me? So you can't be like, Roman, I'm better than basically. I think his point is in real life, the fan perception point where I'm better than Roman, but they want to push him instead of me. But he's trying to weave that into his character, and this is why I've been doing all this fuck shit all this time. But it's like, bro, the company picked you. If we're going by storyline, what we've seen with our eyes, the company picked you. You were the next person, and you couldn't win a match without their help. You were a bit. You know what I'm saying? Roman was the one that did it solo dolo. And then he leaves and he becomes the tribal chief and all that. Then you're like, well, he doesn't care about this industry and it's my dream. The nigga was born into the industry.
Literally.
Every member of Roman's family done something for WWE. You feel me? Not even pro wrestling. Nigga. We're talking specifically WWE. Every single member of his family does something for WWE. So you can't, to me, it doesn't work with Seth being like, I care and I bleed for this industry, and he doesn't even show up. And Seth Rollins, you always injured. You going about as much as Roman is going. You always injured. So you can't be mad that the man had to go battle leukemia and shit and had to leave. Like, to me, it just doesn't work. And then on top of that, he was just like, so that's his motivation for hitting him with the chair and all that. and like it doesn't work. And he's there. And then my other point is that Seth Rollins wants to be on Roman's spot, but Seth Rollins, like if you're looking at storyline, if you're looking at real life behind the scenes, Seth Rollins couldn't even put Braun Breaker over and make a star out of him.
Right.
You know, with the vision and shit. Fuck that. Roman Reigns took the bloodline. He was like, I'll just pick members of my family. And Jey Uso became a megastar to that.
Literally.
Sami Zayn became a star out of that. People gave a fuck about Sami before, but like he was elevated to that championship level fucking with Roman. And Roman had countless opponents where he didn't squash and bury. He treated them like real threats. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you, how many times are we going to run the same storyline?
I like it. Just do it right.
No, don't get me wrong. The chemistry's there. Like I love when they're, cause you're gonna get a up to 5-star match when you have both of them.
Sure.
But my thing is, right, anytime one of them get a title, you're gonna get a Roman and Seth match. You're gonna have a Roman and Seth match for some reason. Like,
here's my issue.
We gotta learn how to build other stars.
Yeah, that's why they're like, this is the last one. And I don't necessarily have an issue with the match. I want the match, actually. I want it at WrestleMania. I think they need to have that one-on-one match at WrestleMania, right? But my problem is Seth's motivations are always fucked up. Roman's motivations always been clear. We were a team. You broke us apart. You turned on us. We had something special, and you turned on us. Seth's motivations changes with the fucking win. Like, because he can't explain what they did made him a ultra heel for life. Whenever you're bringing it up, right? So even when Dean Ambrose was in the company, right, and their motivations were clear. Seth Rollins' motivations been all over the place, and to me, that's what's holding the story back.
I feel as though like there was no need to have Steph in a title match against Roman or due to Roman at the moment. My thing is, and it's not necessarily because it shouldn't happen.
I wanted it.
My thing is like don't get me wrong. Like I'm not saying that it shouldn't have happened.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying, why this early on in his title reign? When you have the people like
about to leave after SummerSlam. He's out of here. That's now or never mind. That's now or
when you have like a LA Knight or a Damian Priest or hell, a fucking Dom and everybody knows how much I fucking hate Dom Mysterio, but you have to feel like
because you need somebody that could beat him. So this is what I think will happen. I think Seth will beat Roman at SummerSlam. But here's my thing. I think why turn Seth into a babyface when there was so much meat on the bones with him as a heel? He turned out WrestleMania. He had the wise man. Then he gets hurt and he comes back as a babyface, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seth's babyface turns to me are always like the weakest, and that's why he struggles as a babyface. Like he was talking about how on Monday he was talking about how it made him sick that Roman was talking about I make more than you do half the time than full time or whatever the fuck Roman said.
He does.
Like 4 years ago. He said that shit 3 years ago. But what I'm saying is like, wasn't Seth online around that time talking to AEW wrestlers, telling them that they're broke and that he makes money and shit? Like his motivations are always all over the place, bro. Like, I don't want to hear that from you. Like sometimes he be right, but not you. You can't say that. You can't talk about somebody being part-time. Like, cause we haven't seen Becky in a cool minute. You feel me? So you can't be like Becky's out being a mom when other niggas got kids too, bro. Like I got kids too, bro. I'm out being a dad. What the fuck?
Shit, Jimmy got a whole newborn. Man, SmackDown and Raw.
It just Seth as a heel doesn't work for me. It never worked for me. He's a good wrestler, but character wise, he's a bitch. So you have to have you when he's trying to play the hero, it doesn't work, bro. He's always complaining. He's like you can tell he's been a fan for a long time. You can tell he grew up a wrestling fan because he complains what we do as wrestling fans. But how do you feel about LA Knight? LA Knight's been getting on my fucking nerves too. I'm gonna be real. Like
Who?
LA Knight, he be talking like he's never had a championship match, bro. And he's probably never had an actual match for the championship, not many. But he has had like number one contender matches that he just fucking loses.
Now let me ask you before we move that piece of conversation, right? Do you think it's kind of too late to put the world title on him?
No, not at all. I think it would be perfect to. Here's what I would do if I was sitting in Triple H's throne and I'll have my sledgehammer right here. You know what I'm saying? I have a spit of water right here. I'll fucking book this. I would have Seth Rollins beat Roman Reigns for the championship, right? And I'll give LA Knight like a little 3-4 month run. I'll have Seth Rollins beat Roman at SummerSlam. The next month I'll have LA Knight beat Seth, and then I'll have LA Knight carry it into like the Royal Rumble, and then I'll put it back on Seth, and then I'll run Seth Roman back.
That Seth Roman is beating a dead horse, bro.
But look, because here's the thing.
What else can they do?
Wait, Roman never beat Seth.
Right.
So you gotta run that story. They only had 2 pay-per-view matches, 1-on-1.
Fair.
So you have to kind of like get them their trilogy, and you have to do one at WrestleMania. And 10 years from now, when both these guys are retired, everybody's going to talk about them like Hogan and Flair. They never had a WrestleMania match. You have to give them a WrestleMania match.
Do you though?
They're the 2 guys of this generation, like except for Kobe.
Without the WrestleMania match, their careers is going to be intertwined with each other forever.
Yeah, but if they don't, again, I always thought it was weird. John Cena and CM Punk never had that WrestleMania match.
My thing is like Triple H never beat Batista until a couple years ago when both of them motherfuckers were
But
retired.
that was different because Triple H was Batista's mentor. And then even eventually, Batista gave the win back to Triple H, you know? That was different. They didn't come in together. I didn't hear you.
I said with that one WrestleMania when Batista was literally retired. That's when he gave Triple H the win.
Yeah, that wasn't necessary as a motherfucker.
He fell in the ring.
So Triple H didn't need to beat Batista. I don't think.
Not at all.
I don't think he ever needed to beat him because Triple H was like a 7-8 time world champion by the time Batista like started following him. But with Roman and Seth, they came in together.
So are you saying as though like Roman and Seth is trying to feel like who's the better man at this point?
Yeah, like who's the best of a generation type shit. To me, it's like Hogan, Rock. It's like they're like a tier under Hogan and The Rock, right?
I will say this, like if we're talking about talent wise, like somebody who I know for sure can give me a 5-star match at any moment in time, no matter who the opponent is. Roman every day, all day, no questions asked. Like, if like as far as like story, Roman, like he can tell a better story than what Seth can. Like, to be honest, the Seth Rollins whole vision persona started during COVID, during the Thunderdome era when motherfuckers couldn't be fucking more than 6 feet near each other. Like,
that's his best character.
But that was his best character work. But then it's like he got injured and then came back and tried to redo it. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Are they trying to make him a good guy? Like when he comes, every time he comes back from injury, his injuries always do this. They get stopped cold, dead cold in the middle of his fucking heel turn. Then he comes back, and when he comes back, he tries to be a good guy. No, bro, because you're still the same motherfucker you was before you got hurt. As a matter of fact, he faked the injury the first time, like to get the belt off CM Punk. So have him be that, have him be this lunatic ass dude that's like, have him it drive him crazy. Was I'll say this. I'll defend. Brace yourself. I'm about to defend the Stone Cold heel turn. But I feel that, right? Like Stone Cold's older, he's beat up, he got ran over. Like this is all for story. He got ran over. He comes back, and when the year he was going, the 9 months he was going, The Rock was killing shit, right? The Rock is the champion. He's younger, he's better looking, he has a heritage in this shit. And Stone Cold's like, damn, like he's questioning himself. Like those promos leading up to it, they're like breadcrumbs. They're letting you know, like, oh, this motherfucker's about to turn heel. He was like, I have to beat you. I have to. It consumed him. You know what I'm saying? It consumed him so much he joined forces with Vince McMahon. That's the story they was telling. People hate that he'll turn out, but back then, I was like, damn, this hating ass motherfucker, right? 11-year-old me was like, this nigga's a hater, bro. He couldn't let The Rock have shit. Like, you was already the guy, but there's something to be said for that old veteran athlete that's losing it. And the younger guy comes in and he's taking it, and you got to do what you got to do to let it in. You could run a similar story like that with Seth. What I would like to see them do is like, Seth is like, nobody believed in me. I believed in me. I got me this far. And I'm desperate to prove myself against Roman. I'm desperate.
you can't story though. You can't run the whole show because if you remember, Seth Rollins did a shield turn on the Shield and basically was the baby of the Authority.
Yeah. But why did he turn on the Shield?
Like giving. I honestly like, so even then I still look back at why he did the Shield, the heel turn on the Shield, because it's like y'all just had a trilogy with Evolution, like bangers, and then all of a sudden you want to do a heel turn for what?
Well, in his mind and story, they promised me things. They promised me the road if I turned. So I sold out. I turned on my brothers. I turned on you because somebody offered me millions of dollars, a mansion. I could feed my family for generations. You know what I'm saying? And all I gotta do.
So you know me if that.
Yeah, so all I gotta do is hit you in the back with a chair, my boy.
He is the house and the money and the cars to turn on me.
He married Becky afterwards. He was good. Nah, and then but for real, like, I mean, we probably have to do a separate video except for Roman because there's too much history. But I would love to see something similar to what they did just last year with CM Punk. Seth Rollins was so desperate to not have CM Punk as the champion, he faked the injury to cash in money. Having the briefcase wasn't enough. He had to fake an injury to make sure like this shit goes through. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But then when he's always sneaky and a bitch when it comes to everybody else, but then when it comes to Roman, he stands 10 toes down and he's like, "I beat you." You know what I'm saying? Because Roman has the numbers. You know, even if Roman's like, nah, don't get involved. I want to prove that I can beat him once and for all. To me, Roman plays the story perfect. There's something psychological there. Like, it's not that you beat me, it's that you turned on us and you broke up our brotherhood. Roman can't get over that. But Seth, like, whatever. Like, bro, like, nah, you got to answer for that shit.
How much longer are we gonna be upset about a heel
They
turn though?
gotta they gotta end it right. They gotta acknowledge that we need closure. They gotta give us some closure on it.
So,
They don't never give the closure. Even last time they fought, huh?
Roman's down what 0-2 against Seth?
Yeah.
Like what the Money in the Bank when Seth first returned, and then what the Royal Rumble a couple years ago where he got disqualified.
Yep.
So right now, realistically, if you wanna really talk about it and really want to like dive into it, Seth doesn't have to prove anything. Seth has 2 wins over Roman. Is it for the
That's
title?
what Seth has to. That's what Seth is saying. He's saying that even though I beat you, everybody looks at you like you're better than me. Because who was the champion for 4 years?
I mean, Roman is better than him. Like if you want to really look at it, longevity. Seth couldn't do what Roman
But
did.
that's the thing. I beat you every time. That's like Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas. Every time I face you, I beat you. But these people love you, and the company puts you on billboards, and you're ahead of me in the hierarchy of this company. But I know I can beat you.
Stop
So
being injured. I have to deal with this. Like we wouldn't have this conversation if your knees are healthy, if your knees work like they supposed
Roman told him what? Workhorses don't walk like this. Walk with
to.
the way.
When he limp, I was like,
This
but
physical therapy ass nigga.
like if you
Nah, but I guess
work,
we just got to do a whole video on it. Maybe we'll do one leading up to it, leading up to SummerSlam.
but before we jump into the next topic, because I didn't see this on things that we was gonna cover today, but what was the reason to have Oba win the King of the Ring if you're not gonna send him after the title at SummerSlam?
So,
Like, I get it. Truly, before you answer that, I truly understand. I'm gonna say my piece first. I truly understand that y'all want to have this fucking rivalry because it's 1-1, and we have to settle it at SummerSlam for some odd reason. What was the point? You should have just let Jerry win King of the Ring and just still gave Oba Brock Lesnar. Because
you can't beat Oba.
no, my thing is nobody is talking with Oba should have got disqualified. Like somebody should have had it, like got him disqualified or something. Like I don't care. Like my thing is nobody's talking about Oba winning King of the Ring. Nobody's talking about Oba being King of the Ring. Nobody's talking about Oba.
Not because he grew them dreads out so he could never fit their fucking crown, my guy.
Man, fucking weak. But no, like the how
Nah,
many
I was
I'm gonna
with
see
you. I was
running?
with you.
They're gonna do Brock gonna do a couple suplexes. Oba gonna stand up. Oba gonna clothesline Brock a couple times. They're gonna stand up. It's gonna be 3 F5 and 4 spirit bombs. And a nigga gonna throw a nigga across the ring, and then Oba gonna pass, and then
Are you
power.
complaining? Are you complaining about a Brock Lesnar Oba finish?
I'm
So much.
not, but what I'm saying is like I feel like y'all should have just gave Oba his title shot. Because now
He's going to get that title shot.
you, but my thing is you're scrambling for matches now because your pay-per-view is 2 weeks away. You have four matches that's already been announced. That's it. You have a 2-day pay-per-view and you only have 4 matches that's been.
So, but on Monday we're getting a little gauntlet thing to see who's going to be the IC contender. To me, that's a big one. Because where is SummerSlam at this year?
Is it Minnesota, right?
Where's Brock Lesnar from?
Apparently, motherfucker live in Saskatchewan, so I don't want to hear that. He doesn't even want
until they said Hell in a Cell. When they said Hell in a Cell, I was like, ooh. Then I was like, well, who's going to challenge Roman? Then I thought about it, Seth. I like that. That's what I wanted. I wanted the Roman Seth match. I just did, bro. And I
Fair.
want Oba too. I want Oba to get more reps before he gets the world
This, this
championship.
this is exactly what I think happened. I don't think Oba was gonna. I think Oba was supposed to ring King of the Ring. Yes. I do not think Oba was gonna challenge Roman. I think he was gonna challenge Cody. They called an audible, and I was like, "Hey, let's just go ahead run this last match of Brock and Oba.
Fuck in there.
Yeah, let's put Brock in there. We'll pivot from that, and then motherfucker was like, "Well, shit. Now we don't have a title match. What the fuck we gonna do? Oh, let's just put the championship on Sammy. Boom. 9 days later, let's put it on CM Punk. Boom.
You know
3
what's
days.
crazy?
Let's have Cody Rhodes come back out when he lost against fucking Sami Zayn, and don't fight to be a contender for it. Let's just let him go out to the ring and ask for a match and give it to him. Like, I'm tired of the fuck.
So to me, out of the 4 matches that we got, the Cody CM Punk match is the weakest one.
Absolutely.
That's the weakest one.
That's
I can get behind Seth and Roman. I can get behind Brock and Oba. I can even get behind Io and Liv. Even though it feels like it should be Io and Ripley, but Shorty hurt, so and they just won't give the title to Jade, but that's because it should be Jade Charlotte for the championship.
It should be who?
Jade Cargill and Charlotte Flair for the WWE Women's Championship.
Hey, listen, you about to hate me for saying this.
Here we go.
I don't like a Jade Cargill match, bro.
Oh my god, bro. So I don't either, but I don't blame her.
No, it's not Jade at all. It's who they put her against. They don't know how to sell her moves. For some odd reason, a lot of
scared to hurt them because she don't want that hate Nia Jax was getting. So she can't lay her shit.
You're a powerhouse.
But they're so much weaker than her. They had her against Alexa Bliss, and she did the thing with the chair to Alexa, and she had to hold back. She was like, "Damn, let me make sure I really don't hurt this girl." You know, they're so weak. The people that she gets in there with, like I liked her and Rhea. That was hard hitting, right? Like, but
yeah,
other than that, like Tiffany Stratton and her, like they're like dainty, bro. Like she would really kill them for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's like when I'm fighting with my wife and my kids and shit. I gotta hold back my strength, bro, because I'll hurt them for real. So you gotta make sure. So that leads to the matches being less enjoyable because it's like I want to see Jay. You know what I'm saying? Do all the big spots. Slam somebody and shit.
Yeah.
But when she's in there with Alexa Bliss, who's like half her size, she'll kill her for real.
True, but that's my thing. Is like I know what Triple H is trying to do. Like he likes to put the powerhouse versus the high flyers, the giants versus the short people. Like I know what he tries to do, but it's like
put her in there with some beast. Put her in there with Nia. Put her in there with Charlotte. Put her in there with Rhea, and you'll get it.
Legend, people who can go toe to toe with her. Like, don't put her in there. Like, first of all, get rid of the minions. Get rid of B-Fab. Get rid of me.
She don't need them.
Jay,
if you're going to keep them, my point is that she should have. If you're going to keep them, my point is that she should bully them. She should be mad when they lose matches.
Yeah.
And I tell you, they could, whenever you need Jade to take an L, you could put B-Fab and Michin in there, and she could be on their ass. Then I tell you to beat Charlotte Flair. Why didn't you beat her? Move.
Exactly.
I'll handle
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Still like they're on even playing fields with her, and they're not. Like, yeah. She's treating them how she was treating Bianca Belair, like how they were close. But y'all here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Thing is like get. They're gonna have the old character work, Jade Cargill. Like keep her as she is as far as like her character, yes. However, get rid of the.
She should be more mean.
Yeah, be more mean and get rid of like B-Fab and Me Chan from around. She doesn't need them.
I
What?
use them to slap. Use
No,
her to slap them around. Like slap them around, man. If they're gonna be there and they're gonna be failing and they're not gonna be getting the job done, slap them around, bully them. You know, like how
let's
use
let's
them to show how mean Jade is. You know what I'm saying?
for sure. Let's be honest here, right? B-Fab and Me Chan is the lackeys for Jay because basically Triple H just don't want to fire them yet.
Yeah,
Like
there's nothing else for them to do.
if they with Jay Cargo, them they would be fired. They would not be in. Like if
There's
you know,
no
let's
people now.
talk like a duck, talks like a duck, quack like a duck. It's a fucking duck. All right. If and I'm being completely like if it wasn't for them being right now, they would not have a job.
Yeah, they're weak, bro.
I'm still surprised Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae has a fucking job.
Yeah, because that plank shit is getting on my fucking nerves.
Dog. It's
stressful.
It's getting
like why are you mad?
For no reason. Like you've been upset since like 6 months. Tommaso Ciampa been left. He don't want to get in the feud with Jericho and some more shit. Like you worrying about the wrong
shit. Spot for Candice LeRae because she's from the Elite Empire, so I got a soft spot for her, bro. But you gotta, but you gotta do something, goddamn. You gotta do something.
We backstage every like they're not even wrestling. Like we're just backstage with it every fucking week.
Yeah, and they're putting them in there with Punk and Sammy and all this, like. But come on, bro, get down.
Like
there's a lot of good wrestlers that's not wrestling right now. What you feel about that new US title?
With the Fox. IC, bro.
I like this nigga, bro. I like this nigga.
I said, you know what? Fuck yeah.
This nigga's tough, bro. I like this nigga. This is a cool thing.
I telling you, bro, within like the next 6 months, he's gonna be a world champion.
Yeah, I like this nigga, bro. They getting it right with him.
Yeah, I don't care what nobody said.
Yeah, beat you with Trick Williams. You feel me? You get them right. Like him,
you can do so much with
the fucking the big ass jacket when he comes to the ring. Like him, let them up his coattails.
You know, be his bottle girls or something. You know, like
his go-go dancers. Like, let him be his Taraji P. Henson's, bro.
But no, that title was hard. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people didn't like. I like the design. The fur on.
Bro. They don't understand it. They don't understand it. Is that chilling?
It's not chilling.
That you ask somebody to spill something on it and clean it up, and he's like, "Nah, you gotta dab that motherfucker. You don't wipe, you dab that motherfucker." I like, bro.
I will say that match was a banger. That match was becoming a banger. That Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes match was a banger. I ain't gonna lie. When that motherfucker Baron Corbin came back, though, your boy was in this turn, boy. Your boy was in this Jane turn, bro. I said they got my dog back.
So I kind of got ruined for me because I'm on the West Coast. So when I'm watching, like I was watching and I was scrolling online, and I seen Baron Corbin back, but the picture that they used looked like AI. So I was like, "Oh, that's not real." That when he came back, I was like, "Oh, we're lying. It's real. It's real. What the fuck?" Because I'll be going too, bro. I was, Summer League's going on right now, like all kind of shit. So I'm outside, bro. But when I seen Baron Corbin was back, I was shocked, bro. I was like, okay.
Hey, he hit 2 in the days. I said, my boy.
Okay. I said, my boy. In the U.S. title picture.
Oh yeah.
So, what picture do you think? What championship picture do you think is better right now? The U.S. title or the IC for the
The U,
men's?
the U.S.
Me
And the
too.
reason
Me too.
that, like I'm still here. The U.S. title, like what Trick Williams and Lil Yachty is doing with that fucking U.S. title.
I like it.
I like it. I
I like
like it.
it, bro. They
It
tough.
it gives it it gives the story. It's very entertaining. It's fucking Lil
Mhm.
Yachty. Trick Williams, like
Yeah, he gets it, bro. He gets it.
with or without Lil Yachty, Trick Williams is Trick Williams.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
can mic work is crazy. Like don't get me wrong. Like you can tell like he's not as experienced as a lot of these people in the WWE right now. However, um he can put on a match. He can put on a good
Nah,
match.
he's there.
He
He's
can put
there.
on
Like you could tell his character's going to get better, but I'm not
for
complaining.
sure.
That motherfucker's there, bro.
Give him a few months of being on the main roster and doing what he's doing. Like, cause he's outside of what Carmelo did for the US title, I feel like Trick Williams is like next level. Like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
like
and he's
right now.
holding it a lot longer too.
Yeah.
Um,
The US, I mean the Intercontinental title, I'm not saying that is garbage. That's far from what I'm saying. However, you got the same 4 or 5 people gunning for that title.
who do you think wins that gauntlet match on Monday?
Who's in it? It's Dom. It's
Those guys: Rusev, Ethan Page, Dom Mysterio, Gable, whoever, somebody else. I don't know.
Ethan Page winning that.
Ethan. I'm gonna say Dom.
Ethan's winning that, bro.
I don't.
Winning
So
that
honestly,
Dom and
that
an IC.
Dragon Lee, Rey Mysterio, fucking Rusev, Ethan Page, all those guys. I like all of them individually, but together, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. Like that should just be filling time.
I'm not
Like,
gonna lie.
I wish Rusev was out of that shit, bro. Like Rusev should be doing something completely different, bro.
I feel like that gauntlet match is made because they didn't know what the fuck to do with the IC title, and they have all these people, and like you said, it's just a time filler. It's one of
Yeah.
those things. You know what? Let's just make this match. Nope, this
And see,
like let's
but
be honest.
Dom's the most entertaining person out of that bunch, so I got Dom winning.
I like Ethan Page over Dom.
I don't know if they're gonna put Ethan Page in the stadium match. You feel me?
Why don't you think that? I think so.
Because
Come
like, like, get this nigga out of here, bro. Nobody cares enough to boo him.
Who?
Nobody cares enough to boo him. Like, granted, in the stadium, you're gonna have the diehards, but like, I feel like people like him more than they dislike him. Like, he's not getting booed.
I think he is like actually scratch that. I think Rusev is.
I think Rusev should win,
I think
but he
Rusev
already took L's to Penta.
right now. The current feud is Penta versus Rusev. Penta is the IC champion. Don't get me wrong, and that's the only reason why I'm picking Rusev to win is because Penta is the IC champion, and they're currently in a rivalry right now. So it makes no sense of having this gauntlet match and making Rusev lose when he's currently in a rivalry with the champion himself.
Rusev is that nigga, bro. Rusev should be. He should be up here. I've been high on Rusev, bro.
Yeah.
I've been high on Rusev. And if you put the IC title on him, it's a serious championship. No bullshit.
Yeah.
Bro.
He held the United States' first reign, but I don't feel like that did anything versus him
That's
having.
Rusev is a different Rusev anyway. Like
Yeah.
he's all business, bro. He remind me of me going to the gym. When I go to the gym, no music, no headphones, no nothing, bro. I just want to hear weights. Bro.
Just raw dogging, just in there raw dogging the gym.
All business, bro.
I can't raw dog the gym, bro.
I'm not looking at nothing. I'm not looking at no girls' pass. I'm not looking at shit, bro. Just me and the games, bro. That's what I like about Rusev is just all business until they put him with Ethan Page. Now he got like a goofy element to him. I don't know why they keep doing this shit to him, bro. Just let him be serious like Gunther. Look how well
What
it works for Gunther being serious.
it was one day where CM Punk was doing this thing called his famous pipe bomb, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he told Triple H, well, he told Vince McMahon that, when he's dead and gone, that this company, that the company is going to be taken over by your idiot doofus son-in-law. And
Mm-hmm.
if we're looking at CM Punk wasn't right.
That nigga would take it back now because he's a WWE champion.
No, I'm not taking it back. Fuck that.
All right. I guess last on my list is my favorite thing this week, bro. The thing I'm looking forward to most on Monday. Lyra and Bailey, bro. So I love this shit, bro.
No, that's not the last one on the list. I think we got that and one more.
We talked about Jade.
No, we still got the solo and
Let's get there.
so and let's end it on that. Well, we still
Yeah,
got match.
let's get there. So
Let's go. Let's do
Solo Sokoa
Bailey.
is basically trying to resist joining the bloodline. And Jacob Fatu almost killed him, but he stopped himself and said, look, you my cousin or brother or whatever you are to me. So I'm not going to end your life right here. But you know better. Get right. Come back to the bloodline. Or else I'm gonna still cheer your ass.
Go up on Monday.
What do you think is gonna happen with that?
I feel Solo's not gonna join. Right? This is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Monday's gonna come. Solo's gonna obviously be there Monday Night Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously they're gonna be like, "Oh, you need to acknowledge your tribal chief." Blah 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 blah. All right, and then obviously Solo is not gonna do that. He's done with the bloodline. I think Solo.
I don't know that.
Huh?
I don't know that. This is what I
The
think.
only if the only literally this is what's gonna happen. Roman's gonna have another match against Solo. If not Roman and Jacob, but it's gonna be the same type of match when Roman had fought Jacob and now Jacob had to fall in line. It's gonna be that type of match. But I don't think Roman is gonna be in the match. I think he's gonna send Jacob.
I think it's Jacob at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I think he's gonna send Jacob.
Roman tells Jacob, look, I have to deal with Seth. Handle that. Bring him back into the family.
Yeah. And he's gonna be like, if he doesn't fall in line, kill him.
Yeah. And I think Solo. I think eventually Solo does. He joins back, and they have like the ultimate bloodline. You know what I'm saying? And I think Roman's about to leave, and guess who I think takes over that bloodline while Roman's going? Jay.
Jay?
Jay.
Not QB1?
This is what I think is happening. I think Jacob keeps telling Jay, I don't take orders from your punk ass Jay, because I think they're building to it like they did with Sammy, where like eventually he does take orders from Jay. You know what I'm saying? But he's resisting at first. Whenever I've been watching wrestling to know long enough to know, whenever there's a resistance, watch that shit. Whenever two motherfuckers don't want to be friends, or they're not in love with each other, or that one don't want to take orders from the other, that's the story to watch, because Jay is going to take charge with Roman going. What I think is Roman loses at SummerSlam. He leaves. He don't get no explanation. Jay, Jimmy, and all of them is calling him. And then Jay's like, I'm going to take charge. And Jimmy's behind him. You know what I'm saying? And then I think Solo falls in line to that, and Jacob's the last one to fall in line to that. And when Jacob falls in line to it, then he just runs it to at least until Roman gets back. When Roman gets back, I don't know what happens, but I think they roll and they're kind of like upper mid card while he's going.
Yeah.
Maybe Jake challenge for the world championship after Roman loses it. You still got Obafemi in that bitch. Won his title shot. He still owed his. So LA Knights in it now. So it heats up, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll see.
Royce Keys is all of this. I feel like he's just like I don't. He has no storyline.
I feel like it's just something for Royce Keys to do.
Yeah, that's what I was like. He don't have a storyline. I just feel like it's just something for him to do.
That's why I want LA Knight away from this, because LA Knight don't feel like he has like a real horse. He's horseshoeing himself into this. Like, oh, Roman's back now, blah, blah, blah. You seen that nigga win the Royal Rumble and win the championship fair and fucking square. That nigga did not cheat. That nigga did not do nothing. And now you have a problem with it. Like, and you get an opportunity, bro. You was in the King of the Ring tournament. You win that, you're number one contender. You lose. Well, he lose because it's Solo Sikoa, but then Solo helped you win the match, and you was cool with him. And you're like, oh, I don't know about you, bro. Just leave this alone. If you do everything but challenging Roman Reigns, go challenge him.
Quite literally, go challenge him.
Go challenge him. You challenging Jimmy. Jimmy ain't got no world championship, nigga. Go challenge Roman Reigns. Jimmy ain't no fucking road champion, nigga. Go challenge Roman.
No, for sure, challenge Roman. Like I said, I feel like I like this chapter of the Bloodline story. It's a chance to get if you bring Solo back into the Bloodline, you have two monsters. You have Jacob and Solo.
I would love to see Solo and Jacob go in the tag team division instead of the Usos.
But that's what I feel like was gonna happen once you get like the full Bloodline back together. Is like, yes, like you can, of course, Roman's gonna be a world champion. You can send Jay out there singles title. You can send Jimmy out there single title. You can send Jacob and Solo out to the tag title. You can send them after both sets of tag titles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
You'll quite literally have every title in the Bloodline, and then Roman goes back and get the WWE Championship, and he's back double champion.
Now you got Sammy win that shit back.
Fuck Sammy.
He had his chance.
Fuck Sammy.
You had your chance.
He held it for 9 days. It wasn't longer. Hey,
oh, shit.
Sammy's never seen the title again.
I think so. I think this is a catalyst for his new character, because he's trying to convince everybody he's a good guy, and now he's just about to go full asshole. But I never liked Sammy as a heel unless he was with the Bloodline.
For sure.
Think about the times he's been a heel. The first time was the Bobby Lashley shit where he was like fucking with his sisters or something.
Yeah, doing.
Then the next time, it was a little bit better with the conspiracy shit.
Oh, when he was with Nakamura.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
And then before that, he had did the shit where he saved Kevin Owens from Shane McMahon. I like that too, but it was okay. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, bro. Like, just him as a baby face works better to me, unless you put him with
is way better than heel Sammy.
Huh?
Baby face Sammy is way better than heel Sammy.
But all right, I guess now it's my favorite thing on the show, bro. My favorite thing on the show. So Monday, they said that Bailey's gonna confront Lara and like give her a chance to show she's not just like everybody else, which he turned on her. Honestly, bro, she don't want that smoke.
Yeah.
Lyra's about to beat the fuck out of her.
And that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna have back and forth. It's gonna last about 10 minutes. Lyra's gonna swing on her.
Here's my one caveat. They better not ruin this shit for me. I'm excited. They
I,
better not ruin this shit for me.
I
Look,
like the match. I really do.
they better not ruin this shit for me. They better have Lyra just go out there and kill Shorty, bro.
I don't know why, but I for some reason the heel turn for Lyra just fits for
It
her.
feels so good, bro. Like, it feels so right. Yes.
It
And she
feels
was
right.
that character that, woo, that's cool, but fuck that, bro. Like, let's
Let her
let's
be like fucking
I
character
know
that
I'm
she's
not
playing.
tripping, bro. She did not talk with an accent before she turned heel, did she? Okay. I was like, I'm going crazy.
I didn't hear her accent. I know she had one, but I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I heard it in a promo that she gave. I like Crazy Lyra, and let's see, bro. Let's see, let's see. Anytime a female turn crazy in wrestling, bro, I get excited. I'll be like, okay, we won.
I mean, I feel like this I like that we're using Bailey again.
Yeah, for real.
I like people
Get her on the screen.
Bailey is one of the
You
underrated
seen her
wrestlers.
on IG? No, I'm just playing. Bailey's one of our favorites, bro. She
She's
was a part of the original four chicks and shit. So she got a place, bro.
speaking of horsewomen, when do you think Sasha coming back, bro?
She said when they put her in the Hall of Fame. Nah, I think
We got about 50 people before that.
I think that's a whatever thing, bro. Honestly, I think they could offer her enough money and opportunity that she'll come back.
What is
I
it?
just feel like whenever she's not in the contract and they want to reach out, I do feel like they would have to reach out to her. And I feel like if they reached out to her and they offered her like, look, this is what we're offering, you know what I'm saying? They have the money. They have enough money.
My thing.
So I think that's relatively easy. You know what I'm saying? I just think she's not there yet because she's been doing other shit, but I don't think she doesn't want to be there.
So my caveat to that is like, realistically, WWE doesn't need a Sasha Banks.
Yeah, that's what that's what I think it would take. I think it would take TKO WWE reaching out to Sasha or Mercedes Moné or whatever and saying like, look, we got a couple of M's for you and we got opportunity and this is the creative. And I think she'll be back. I think she'll be back if she's welcome back. If she's not welcome back, or she's just going to be another person on there, she's going to just do what she's doing.
I think she left because of Vince McMahon, but I think she wants to come back because Triple H is head of creative now.
I think if they give her like a Cody CM Punk type of creative, she'll come back.
But like, who are they gonna put her against? Because I mean, yeah, she had bangers with Charlotte.
Obviously, the first one would be Bailey, but you could put her in there against Jade. You could put her in there against
I would
Charlotte again. You know, so the good thing with her is everything she's been going so long. Everything that you give her when she comes back is going to be fresh. Like you give her Becky, that's going to be fresh again. You give her Bailey, that's going to be fresh. You give her Charlotte, you give her Bianca. You know what I'm saying? You give her I think her first feud when she comes back should be against Naomi. And you could run that like we left together and you sold me out and came back. You took the money. Because they left together over the tag team title shit.
No, for sure.
And Sasha could sell that with I stayed 10 toes down and I was taking pay cuts and wrestling all over the road. And you took the easy money and you had a fucking husband.
Naomi had to build herself back up. Y'all
Yeah,
forget.
but like you just telling the story. You could just
Yeah,
tell that. You could tell
but
that story easy.
if we're gonna tell a story, we got to make sure that nobody knows what actually happened once they was finished with WWE. You can't you can't tell a story like that if people know that Naomi went to TNA and rebuilt herself and then came
Yeah,
back.
but she got sick of the grind. It's not that you didn't start the grind; it's you got sick of the grind. You went to TNA. You know what I'm saying, for a year, and then you came back. You came back. Like I
That's
stayed going.
not that's
I stayed
not
going forever. And she's delusional. She's a hill. You know what I'm saying? It don't gotta be true. It just gotta be how she feels. She don't have to be right. She just gotta make us believe that she thinks she's right. And she could make us believe she like with Seth Rollins with the I turned on Roman because he was getting all the opportunity. Like, brother, you got more championships than him, bro, right? Like, what opportunity?
like
Your
dog. I'm
championship is
free.
just ass. But I believe that Seth believes that.
Of course he believes in me. It's Seth Rollins. Like,
Yeah, so
well,
I
Seth
think
believes.
that's the thing. I would love to see Sasha Banks back, bro. You know how I
I
feel about her.
No, for sure. I can't wait till Monday to see this confrontation with Bailey and Lyra. I feel
Yeah.
like I feel like if you're gonna have a new person come in and try to push them through the top, like Bailey is a solid choice.
To go, yeah,
Start a
for
story
real.
like that. Like that's a
And
solid
Bailey could get something out of it too, you know. Hopefully.
for sure. Bailey's a phenomenal athlete. Like, and I tell people all the time, like Bailey doesn't need a title to be Bailey. Like
Mm-mm.
she doesn't like you put a title on her, she'll carry it and she'll do amazing things with it. But Bailey doesn't need a fucking title.
Mm-mm.
When she first came in, absolutely. Now,
Yeah, I like seeing Bailey in a role where she mentors the new kids, and then eventually they turn on her, and you know what I'm saying?
kind of like Lara.
Yeah, yeah, like exactly like that. You know, she could go and tag team with some Ruka next after this liar shit wraps up. She'll be like, you know,
Nah, bro, I thought you was trying to pair up Ruka and Kiana James, you know.
yeah. I'm gonna call her for Ruka.
You can call half breed.
Yeah. All right. What was your best match of the week?
My best match of the week when I literally was glued to the fucking TV for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Ella versus Tama Tonga.
Oh yeah, no, that was a good one. That was
Yeah,
a
bro.
Finn Balor got the win in that one.
Huh?
Finn Balor got the win in that one.
Yeah. Yeah, clean too.
Yeah, when I was watching it, I remember you telling me that that was your match.
Yeah, that's mine. This is my favorite
I
match,
was like,
bro.
that's your story. Like that's your like how I like the Lyra Bailey shit. I was like that's my that shit. It was a
And
good match too. I'm intrigued. I want to see. I want to see where else this shit go.
that's what I'm saying. I'm glad that they brought this rivalry to WWE.
Yeah,
Like, this is a good one. And I love
yeah.
like the story. I love like the telling of the story. I love everything about it. I love, Finn trying to find his way, Thomas trying to find his
Mhm.
way. When it could, they don't want to, squad back up. And Tom is on this whole thing of erasing his past. Finn Balor's on this whole thing of, trying to figure himself out since leaving the Judgment Day.
Mhm. Yeah, I
It-
like.
I love the storyline. I love where it's going. Like this is not gonna be the last time they wrestle. I feel like this rivalry is gonna go on for like the next couple of
Oh yeah,
weeks.
nah, they're gonna. I feel like this is gonna be like a long TV rivalry, and then coming out
Yeah,
of it, they elevate to higher things. We'll
for
see
sure.
we'll see where the card is after they get out of this
For sure.
match
Like
of the week. Yeah, y'all
yep.
gonna hit me, but I'm going with the WWE title match from Raw. That shit was or the Raw title match from Raw. It was a good match.
Oh, Yeah, that was a good match though.
A good match. It was. It was a good match.
I
I
love
know
the
everybody mad because CM Punk won it, but that was come on, bro. He was no
the last 10 minutes of that match in general was
man.
like the stealing finishers, the counter,
I was sure.
the
I was sure
kick out.
CM Punk was winning when his music came on. I was sure he was winning, and they still had me falling for near falls for Sammy. I was like, "Oh, Sammy did it." Oh no, he didn't do it.
No,
So,
when I think what Sammy do, he caught him with a haluva kick and then GTS'd him. And I was like, this shit's over. Sammy won. And
yeah.
then I said, Seth, I'm about to win this, bro. Like, like
And so I don't want to shit on that match. That was a good match, even though it ended like it ended.
for sure.
Who's your wrestler of the week?
Mm,
That's a difficult.
that's a difficult one. That is a difficult one. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, wrestler of the week. I'm gonna have to give it to two people. It's gonna be CM Punk and Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
They
I'm
I, I can't lie, that match was a banger. Like that match was a banger. Like for CM Punk to like be fucking 40 and he's basically a part-time wrestler now at this point. Um just to like jump into that match unprepared, Sammy not knowing who he's facing, like just the build up of the match itself. And then just them giving you a 20-25 minute bout of fucking them just putting on a fucking like the performance of a lifetime, like a wrestling clinic. Like when I tell people, like that's the type of match when I kind of refer people to like go watch wrestling. That's the match that I want people to go see, like a match like that.
yeah,
Like give me 20-25 minutes of two motherfuckers just fucking putting it all in the ring,
yeah.
and they definitely deliver. So I definitely got to. I have a tie for my superstars of the week this week, and it's definitely going to be Sami Zayn and CM Punk.
I'm gonna go Punk 1, Sammy 2, but for the same reasons. I'm just going with Punk because he came out on top. But everything Sammy did after that loss, everything he did, the promo, the crashing out and all that shit was perfect. Even his reaction immediately after losing, he was like, like I'm never gonna win this shit again. Like I like that. I like that. That's one thing I always appreciated with Charlotte Flair. Like that always felt like the wins and losses affected her different. You know, like for a lot of the card, they'll lose a match and it won't be what it'll be whatever. But for like I always appreciate it. Like Charlotte treated losses like they were big deals, and she treated wins like they were big deals. Like she's always emotionally attached to her win-loss record. So especially for championships. So to see Sammy do it, like he was just that's what caught my eye. Like I seen CM Punk celebrated, and the announcers was like the Summer Punk Part 2, blah blah blah. But my eyes were locked on Sammy because Sammy was like he looked lost, like he looked befuddled.
It's the character work. It works
Yeah,
every
that's
time.
what I like about it. That's what drew me into wrestling in the first place. That's what's going to keep me a wrestling fan. So you can give me all the 5-star, 10-star matches you want, but like if a motherfucker lose a 10-star match and he's like, well, back on to the next town. Who gives a fuck, you know? I could only suspend my disbelief so much. So shout out to Sammy for sure. But CM Punk got the dub, so you know I can't hate on the motherfucker that got the dub. Like he got the win.
Fresh off the couch,
His
right?
last match was for the World Championship. His next match was for the WWE Championship.